Girl, it's what I heard. Allegedly, it's just the word. Allegedly, it's on the street. Allegedly, I sing to the beat. Allegedly, 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 allegedly. Allegedly, it's just the word allegedly. It's what I heard allegedly. It's on the street allegedly. I sing to the beat allegedly. Allegedly, allegedly, it's what I heard allegedly. It's just the word allegedly. Don't blame, don't sue allegedly. It won't help you allegedly. 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 It's just the word allegedly. It's what I heard allegedly. It's on the street allegedly. I sing to the beat allegedly. 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 It's what I heard allegedly. It's just the word allegedly. Don't blame, don't sue allegedly. It won't help you allegedly. 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 Bitch, one of you was.
Well, I've never brought something back from the dead, but I think me saying it was canceled made them film some more episodes. So let's get back to the Real Close Friends podcast. You have knew each other for 10 minutes, but now you're the real close friends. Marlo, really, you should just call this show Don't Nobody Mess With Me. Unfuckwittable. Unfuckwittable. That's what this show should be. I found a new simp. New mark on the horizon. I mean, the whole cast, and Sandy ain't picking up on it. Sad. Thick tongue, tie sons. I just can't with this theme song. Let me tell you about the Real Close Friends. No, it's let me tell you about hoes who don't know, but they got kicked off the show. Bravo said, y'all got to go. And now they here because their bill said no. Let me tell you about the hoes that had to go. Let me tell you they got kicked off the show. The Real Close Friends. The Real Fools. I cannot believe they brought this dead podcast back. Did nobody listen the first time? Y'all took a 2-month break and said, you know what? Springtime. At least it's only 30 minutes. Oh, God, not a very special Valentine's Day episode. Marlo, you started the episode out needing to shut up. You're going to say, God don't have everybody's story the same, so you might end up single with 5 kids. What? Don't nobody want to hear that on Valentine's Day? Damn, come to us with a message of hope, not resign into the void. This is why they canceled you. Oh, they brought Marlo a date because they're doing a couple episode? Marlo and a man would be a couple of what? Marlo, since it's Valentine's Day, why don't you share the love that goes up the stairs on that scooter? Who uses that scooter? I haven't forgotten, and neither has Pepperidge Farm. Oh, God, their love story? One is an Olympian, the other is a football player. They're both famous sports people. I would say their abs is what connected them. Then again, Marlo wouldn't know that because it's a madam for her. We find out Ross is quite romantic, but this is not an episode you come back with. Like, I like, you don't know what you're doing. Did y'all get a producer? It doesn't sound like you got a producer. 7 minutes. I just want to go make a tuna sandwich. It's Cynthia's birthday, so at least I'll have something funny to say. Y'all aren't giving me any material. You know, it sounded like Penelope Thomas Bailey was in the background, and I wonder where she'll be spending Valentine's Day, or, well, Valentine's Day next year. whose knees he'll be twixt. He ain't got no reason to get braids though. But I know Penelope Thomas and he gonna get twixt some knees. This won't just be a weekend away. This is years of hard time. Well, 18 months. That's still over a year. He gonna be twixt some knees. Oh, a bussy. Oh my God. Him and Apollo will have done serious time. More All right, fellas, get ready. You've got another chance for some Atlanta bus. Atlanta husband bus. Marlo said she'd never ask a guy out. Yeah, because that's offering free pussy. Marlo waits for a man so she can charge him. That rule numero uno, Sanya. Child, Marlo ain't interested in an invitation to pay her own way. And neither am I. Oh, God, I've only been listening for 9 minutes. 9 minutes of agony. Well, no, the first... No, I've enjoyed about a minute and 42 seconds. But this Valentine's Day, I got no love. So we talk about women reaching out first. And in this day and age, men have finally taken heed. Any man worth his salt, worth talking to, most of them are like, no, I don't approach women. Do we see marriage in Marlo's cards? I'm surprised you're not married. You seem like great company. I feel like you would be able to have a wonderful transactional relationship. Marlo said she wants a wedding with her girlfriends for a fashion moment. Girl, you just want some free gifts. I can't. Sanya says she ain't going. Yeah. But now all three of them going to talk about Remy Ma Papoose and Clarissa. I mean, I'm not surprised their marriage broke up. He waited for her. That was nice of him. But I'm sure she was twixt knees in prison. And child, she got out of prison. And where is she? Twixt Moniz. So it's nothing new. And the fact that Papoose with that face, with those eyes hectometers apart, was able to find 2 women that loved him, girl, gives me hope. If he can find an attractive women, well, after Remy got some surgery, but child, it give me hope. They made Black Love so cool. She shot a heifer over $1,000. That ain't cool. Somebody's shitting in a bag forever. And she lost 7 winters and 6 summers. All of it could have been avoided. I think I've gotten and dealt with and tolerated all I can. 21 minutes and 37 seconds is my pain point. It's my threshold. I can find other ways to entertain you. I've suffered enough. Let's talk about Cynthia's birthday because she deserves a special birthday roast from me. Well, it was so bad I was hoping someone would come in and talk about this rash of Housewives podcasts. And let's really discuss the body of a failure. Let's discuss how they made this spectacular failure happen. Because, I can give them the award for the worst housewife podcast ever. I mean, God, you brought that non-talking husband on. Oh. That conversation was like constipation. Oh, God. It hurt like a hangover. I mean, they're talking about pop culture. So you would think as people that were part of pop culture, there could be some type of connection, but no. Marlo and Sanya, whatever chemistry you two have, it's like piss in a bottle. It's fermenting. It's unpleasant. It's staining. And then you brought that husband in and ooh. did Marlo grow into a third wheel. I mean, there was all like, and honestly, Sandy, you and your husband don't have any on-air chemistry. Like, I ain't saying nothing about your marriage, but your chemistry is wiggity, 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 whack. Y'all was talking about, your little love life, and you could tell he did not want to be there, but the mortgage required it. The mortgage. It was dutiful. And an appearance on a podcast on Valentine's Day of all days should never seem dutiful. And why did you bring it back? Like, you tried, it died, and that was fine. Why did you wait until that? I guess there were no ads. Y'all just said, okay, y'all got an ad for us in February. We'll do a show in February. But I don't know if that's going to work. Jesus Christ, not with guests like that. I mean, the show came back and I damn near shit, because what I was going to do, I was going to invent a whole episode. I was going to act like it came back and knowing full well it hadn't, and just make some shit up. I'm trying to do new things, come up with original content. And I was like, I'm just going to make some shit up. I couldn't believe this shit was back. I was like, you have to be kidding. You have to be kidding me. This is, yeah. But it was back. And I said, okay, let's see. I was willing to give the ladies another fair shake. And I was a fool. I didn't have high expectations, but this was truly a pain in the ear and a pain in the ass. Oh my God. I mean, it's amazing when you can call a podcast unpleasant. I was going to call this episode Podcast or Punishment. But then I thought, no, it really should be the dissection of a failure. How do you come back with this kind of episode? I mean, if this episode is right between dog shit and human shit. It's warm and it's stankin'. It's warm and it's stankin'. I know that. I will say, this is how you have a horrible podcast. This is how you have a punishment of a podcast. You have 3 people that are there for a check, that do not know each other, and have nothing in common. Nothing in common. That was a true lesson in how not to have chemistry. Oh, even the rhythm of the conversation was stilted and staccato. Hi, how are you? What are we doing today? Girl, just off. Herky jerky, not hunky dory. I want more for myself as a listener. Oh my God. But who wants to shimmy on in the room and complain? And complain. It is 7 p.m. That's the complaining hour. So if you want to come in and complain, feel free. Because I have to listen to this podcast, so I had to complain. And oh God, it's coming back. Jesus Christ, how long do they have? Oh my God. The fun thing about talking about this was I was never going to have to watch it again. But now it's back from the dead. From the dead. Oh my God. Who is encouraging this? Because I am not. Marlo is in the pocket with the devil at this point. I mean, I don't know why the devil would need a chairlift, but stranger things have happened. Stranger things that this podcast got. I mean, you already gave us a 6-week sneak peek, and it was a yawn. You ended it with a 10-minute episode. And it was just, we were just going to laugh at you for thinking that you were interesting for 7 weeks. But now these people are doing it again. That said, I forgot about their little podcast. Honey, it was one of the worst podcasts I've ever heard. It was uncomfortable. It was unfun. How do you have a bad time scrolling through Hot Topics with someone? They managed to make it dry and unpalatable. Much like their boudoir, dry and unpalatable. I'm glad it's over, but I'm not looking forward to it. What I am looking forward to is roasting Cynthia Bailey. I ain't come up with her middle name yet, but we'll be roasting her for her 68th birthday later on tonight. So I'll see you soon. Tell a kin, tell